Okay, in this video we're still working with rational expressions, but now we're going to multiply and divide them. So here I've got y squared minus 9 over y squared minus 3y, and there's supposed to be a multiplication symbol there, times the fraction y over y squared plus 9y plus 18. So the thing to remember about fractions is you can not only cancel like from the numerator and denominator if they have the same factor, you can also cross cancel from the numerator of one fraction to the denominator of the other fraction, or vice versa. So basically here's what I got. I got two fractions, and I'm going to see if I can factor the numerator and denominator of each and kind of see what happens. So for this first fraction, in the numerator I've got y squared minus 9. Now that's a difference of squares, so I can go ahead and factor that into y minus 3, y plus 3. Okay? Now in the denominator I've got y squared minus 3y. Now that's not a difference of squares, it's not a trinomial, but remember I can always factor out the greatest common factor if there is one. In this case, y squared and 3y both have a y, so I can factor that out in front, leaving me with just y minus 3 inside the parentheses. All right, moving on to the next fraction. Now y, that's just y. I can't really factor it. It's just, so leave that how it is. But below I got a trinomial. I got y squared plus 9y plus 18. So that one can be factored into y plus 3, y plus 6. Alright, and now that everything is factored, can I cancel stuff out? Are there any common factors? And it looks like there are quite a few common factors. So let's look. I've got a y minus 3 here and a y minus 3 in the denominator, so I can cancel those out. I got a y plus 3 here and a y plus 3 here. I can cancel those out. I got a single y here, a single y there. I can cancel those out. So after all that canceling out, what's left? Well, on the top, I had three factors. They're all canceled out, so all that's left on top, I'm going to put a 1. In the denominator, I had four factors. Three of them canceled out. I still got the y plus 6, so that's left over. So 1 over y plus 6 is my final answer here. I can't simplify anymore, so nothing else can be factored. Leave it like that. All right, so now I've got a division. So what's the difference between multiplication and division? It's almost exactly the same. There's going to be one major difference. If you remember, there's a rule for dividing fractions. The rule is to divide a fraction, you simply multiply by that fraction's reciprocal. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rewrite this to be, so the first fraction I'm going to stay exactly the same, 9x squared over x squared plus 12x plus 36. Okay, but the second fraction I'm going to change it to a multiplication, and I'm going to flip it. So it's going to be x squared plus 6x on the top, 12x on the bottom. And now I'm going to go ahead and see what I can factor. So let's look at the denominator of this one first. So I got x squared plus 12x plus 36. I can factor that. That actually factors into x plus 6 times x plus 6, because 6 and 6 adds up to 12, multiplies to 36. 9x squared is just a single term, can't be factored. 12x, single term, can't be factored. X squared plus 6x, how can I factor that? Well, I can take out an x from both terms. So if I do that, I end up with x plus 6 left over. And now I can start canceling. So you can see there's an x plus 6 here, and there's two x plus 6's here, so I can cancel one of those x plus 6's out with the numerator of this fraction. All right, I have an x here and an x here, so I can cancel those out. Okay, and then I have a 9 and a 12. Do 9 and 12 have any factors in common? They do. They both have a 3. So